Hey guys, and welcome to my solo farming guide for a Barbarian Act 1 Inferno difficulty. Now this only applies to Act 1, none of the other acts. Most likely the talents will have to change for other acts to survive them. Now I know as well, before you say there's two people in the party, he just wanted to be in the background. So let's get into our skills. First move is Frenzy. I think it's a lot better for doing champion packs and bosses, well, clearly. I use sidearm because if you have a weapon that has chance to give you hit or life on hit, sidearm will also proc this as well, as far as I know. Now if you're just strictly doing mob packs, I would pick cleave with the broad sweep, but I don't. I do frenzy. I use frenzy because I do bosses as well. Furious charge, no brainer for getting out of bad situations in this difficulty, always happens, so it's really good to be able to get out of it, and of course regains mostly all your health if you have enough mobs there. I choose two rage abilities. You might think I'm insane, but I think this is really good for killing packs. I use the Insanity Ruin, increases damage by 100%, brilliant. I stack that with Earthquake, does ridiculous damage. Now if I'm against champion packs, 3 of them are stacked up. I use Brawler, 30% extra damage, ridiculous damage. Most likely kill them in a few swings, it's ridiculous. I use Revenge for healing and ridiculous for the amount of damage it does for hitting mobs. I use Provocation Ruin because I'm not 100% confident in a proc rate with 15%. I would get this otherwise if it was 30%. Nice bit of more healing and a bit more rage. But to be honest, I don't use that much rage anyway with this build. Just for getting my two rage abilities out. I use Provocation instead because of the 30%. Warcry, completely needed in this difficulty. You need it, and you need this Ruin. Resistance is key to surviving in Inferno. For all acts, I presume, but Act 1, key. I use Nerves of Steel. 100% of your armor is increased by your vitality. So if you have a piece of equipment that gives 160 vitality, that will also give you 160 armor. Basic. Tough as Nails increases my armor again, and Thorn damage. Thorn damage is basically if someone hits you, it hits them back for a certain amount. You don't have to hit them back. I'll get into that later. And that's pretty much it for my skills. For my stats and my armor, my stats now are nowhere near where I want them to be because I just recently changed to all resistance. As you can see, here's my resistance, pretty low. Pretty high to some, but right now I'd rather have it around 800. When I use my buff, I get about on average 610 resistance on everything. That's about average, maybe a bit more. As you can see, it's needed. There's my thorn damage. That's how much people get hit when they hit me. My armor, it's very low as well, but it's working perfectly for what I wanted right now. I would much prefer to have this about 8k, maybe obviously higher, but I would love to have it about 8k. My resistance is around 8 to 900. That's where I would want them to be. Strength, I would have probably stopped it at about 800 if I was a damage dealing barbarian and go for attack speed after that. But because I needed the extra armor, I went for more strength because it gives you more armor. Dexterity and intelligence, not too sure, but I heard you should stop at about 200 and it gets a bit bad after that. Vitality, as I said, very low again. My damage per second, it's what I have. I would rather have a better weapon that gives me life on hit, maybe strength and vitality, but this is what I got, and that's what I'm gonna use. All my other armor just has a lot of resist to all. That's the most important stat right now. Resist to all, strength and vitality, most important things you need for this difficulty. So you can see I have all purple gems. That's what I use. Very good. You need one in the headpiece as well. It gives 12% extra life. That's a lot. Like, as you can see, I've only have 30k. You might think I'm mad and I'm gonna die instantly, but I won't. Like 30k just because of this head socket. Look, it gives 4k. It's ridiculous. Of course, it gives you a bit more as well, 3%. But that's pretty much it for my stats and my armor and my skills. So now I'm gonna show you some action of some elite packs and the brawler. So guys, here's the first pack. As you can see, gather them all together, pop my cooldowns, and they're dead before I even stop talking. Here you go, second lot. As everyone knows, these guys are extremely hard hitting, very notorious for one-shotting. But pop your cooldowns and they don't stand a chance. Third pack. As you can see, I do have two buffs here. I have Frenzy as well. But look how fast they go down. Of course, they have shields. Unfortunately, I did not notice, but doesn't matter. They still die. That is with Fortune and Frenzy. Next mobs, I see there's a protection. I know they're hard hitting guys, and I know I have a lot less HP, but I was like, screw it, I'm gonna kill them anyway. Pop my cooldowns, get back health with revenge, and own them. For the last pack, I realized I don't have my cooldowns, so I decided to show you this one where you don't always need your cooldowns for champion packs. You don't. For certain packs, you do, because you might get a really nasty combo and you'll have to kill them fast. But for this one, I didn't. I decided to keep the casters alive. It's always good to grab extra mobs if you can handle them. Give you more revenge procs, more HP, you won't die, and more damage to them because there's more than 3 mobs. Even with the 300k HP and low enough armor, they go down. Of course I get frozen at the end. For the brawler, I changed it up a bit. I just equipped a 2-hander. You can still do it very easily with a 1-hander and sword, but I wanted to show you the ridiculous damage even when I'm not stacking all strength. Look at the ludicrous damage when I pop 2 of these. I don't even have that good of a weapon. As you can see, the resistance is there. Didn't take much damage really. If I had a better 2-hander and I had a bit more strength and a lot more attack speed, I would have killed him a lot faster. Probably would have killed him in my cooldowns, but I didn't have it equipped. I had all my resistance on. And he pretty much goes down. There you go, Furious Charge. Very handy, as I said, for getting out of situations. Gives you that extra few seconds into DPS. And he goes down. So guys, if you like watching these videos, you like this guide, please give me a like. If you want to see more Barbarian action, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.